Welcome to Beauties, you beauty. Let's go.
We're heading into March Madness,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Everybody and their cousin makes a bracket.
Yeah.
Make one for men, make one for women.
I know. I know.
Make 2 brackets.
Yes.
Make 2 brackets, that's it. Because I'm telling you, it is going to be nuts. March Madness is going to be nuts this
Should we
year.
should we post our brackets somehow? Or how
I
do we track
Let's do an Insta live of us creating our brackets.
we could.
That's where I think we go and we get people and then we fire it up because 99% of people are gonna pick South Carolina to win.
Yeah.
Like 25-1 overall record, like pretty damn good. You've got some incredible athletes on your roster, like, but you can't leave out Stanford and Louisville, that have records of 23-3. It's not like they're
Yeah, sleeping on it. But
yeah.
it's the same though. Like every year when you fill out your bracket, because there is always upsets. That is just
Mhm.
the nature of March Madness.
Yep.
It's also the reason when we look at men's professional sports that like the Montreal Canadiens made it to the Stanley Cup final last year. Like
Right.
playoffs is an entirely new world. There is always upsets.
Right.
I will tell you this, the odds of me picking the right upset is almost zero.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I should take my mom's strategy. I remember going in a hockey pool one time with my mom and she won. And I was like, wow, how and she's like, I picked the names I liked.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I
That's
was
how they
like,
always
freaking
win.
cool. I had
Logic,
logic and
yeah.
like, well, so and so's hurt, and
Yeah,
the
like
last time they met each other, it was a barn burner. So this one, and then I'm completely wrong. So
yeah.
might take Sandy's strategy of just picking the logo I like.
Yeah. You look sick. Let's go with that
Yeah.
one because, like, number 10th on the list is Connecticut,
Yep.
and how do you ever write off Connecticut?
I know,
How
right?
can you
That's a
ever
very
write
good
them
point.
off? So if there's gonna be that has an upset, it's gonna be Connecticut. They're on a 4-game win streak right now, but even, North Carolina is on a
Mhm.
6-game win streak. It's like nobody is out, in my opinion. Like, obviously, everyone's gonna be like, South Carolina's a shoe-in this
Mhm.
year, all this kinda stuff. They haven't lost a game in, like, 13 games, and, that's pretty good. But
Yeah, that is pretty good.
but you're right. It's like the bracket is almost like, are you like, who's your upset? Who's your upset game?
Yeah, you
And
have to find them.
if you pick the right upset game,
Oh, yeah.
you'll get far. So that's like, I think if you're gonna make brackets, make it for both. Make a
Yeah.
women's bracket and make a men's bracket.
Yeah.
And like, cause it is, oh, I cannot wait because there was a huge upset between Tennessee and who's ranked 12th. Like for me, seeing Connecticut at 10
Mhm.
shows not only how competitive this
Oh, yeah.
is,
Yep.
like this is all out.
Yeah.
This is insane. Um, but how things can flip on a dime. Like if you're not going into March Madness with all guns blazing,
Yeah, yes, you're right.
you know,
Yeah, and it's almost like there's like fear in being on those win streaks too as you go in because you feel like history would say that you got to drop one sometime. It's almost like you're better to be on that skid and then have the short win
yeah,
streak
yeah,
into
yeah.
it than you are to be on that like 13 gamer or 10 gamer or 7 gamer and then it's like,
Right.
oh man, everyone because that's the other part too, right? Is when you're on top, whoever you play has nothing to lose. So they come in with an absolute like, let's go. Like we're the underdog.
Yep.
We know we're the underdog.
Yep.
So we
Full
might as
tilt.
well go ham.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's gonna be one of the most well, first, it's gonna be one of the most like I think so many eyes are gonna be on March Madness this year, specifically because of what happened last year.
For sure.
So
Yes.
everybody's gonna have eyes focused on
Yeah.
that gymnasium.
Yeah. And
Everybody
every
is
little bit of it, right?
every
From
little
swag to
detail.
food to weight rooms to all
Oh,
of it.
yeah. People are gonna be all
Right.
over that, as they should,
Agreed.
as they should. So
Yes.
I'm all into that too. I will be one of them.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Post the weight room, let's go,"
I
right?
know.
And so I think that that's gonna be a huge focus this year, as well as just the level of competition that these women have been putting out this year. And I think it's going to be equal to the men more than ever before for March Madness.
Yep, I would agree with you there too. I was actually it's one thing so NCAA Women's Hoops has an Instagram account, and it's been really fun to follow this year because they post the upsets, right? They
Oh, yeah, I
post
love it, and
yeah,
then
they post upset alert, upset, like, if you see here on their Instagram, upset,
boom.
right? And every upset,
I love that, you're right.
you know? So I've been loving watching that too.
Yeah.
As they and so, shout out to March Madness and this, so anyone who wants to follow on Instagram, it's, March Madness WBB, women's basketball. They do a great job of covering it, but it is, that list could shift before we get to March.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true.
Yeah, and, you think of, like, Sedona Prince being, such a vocal piece of the change. I don't think Oregon's in the list right
I don't
now.
think Oregon's in the list.
They were
Let's
for a
find
bit.
out.
They were for a bit. They got into the list for a bit, but I don't think they're in the list now.
No.
So, FYI to all the rest of you women's basketball players,
She
make
did.
sure you cover it for us because
Yeah.
if she's not there,
Yeah. Sedona.
we need someone else to step up on the TikTok and
Absolutely.
Instagram and whatever else
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, let's do a live.
of
Let's
our
have a
bracket.
couple yeah,
Okay,
let's
cool.
do it.
I'm into
I'm
it.
all into that.